At the start of round 20, this round the Lions are in second place with 12.5 wins. Sydney Swans in fifth with 12 wins. Paul Williams, what a massive day for him. Very few people get the chance to play in 250 games of Australian rules league football, taking his daughters out onto the ground there, Arabella and Phoebe. What a massive occasion for Paul Williams. Let's welcome Dwayne Russell.
Great to be here, Dermot, and it rained all day yesterday and last night, but it's perfect conditions right now to play a game of football, and this is one of those crucial battles that will go a long way to deciding who finishes in second spot. They've confirmed the minor premiership. They clinched it with their victory over Melbourne last night, but you can see the jam up of teams behind Port Adelaide wanting to get that all-important second spot for a home final first up. They won't not get a home preliminary final, but first week of the finals they will get a chance to play a game at home to get a week off.
As you say, there it is, a half a game split between the two of these teams, so they can leapfrog the great Brisbane Lions team here. And let's take a look as they will line up on the paper. Highlighted the two key backmen there, Mal Michael and Daniel Bradshaw. Superb they were last week, and that is in the absence of Justin Lepich. And if his shoulder holds together, he can come back and perhaps will play forward if he gets another run at it this season. Incidentally, we'll be speaking to him at half-time.
Yeah, amazing story, Bradshaw, going back into defence and playing so well, given that he's a known goal kicker. And Mal Michael, he knocked back the opportunity to wear the #1 jumper when he came to the Brisbane Lions because he said he hadn't earned it yet. Well, he's earned his spot in the side well and truly now.
No doubt about that. Tell us about Jonathan Brown last week. 7 marks, 3 goals.
Superstar of the competition and still getting better. It was almost worth the merger with Fitzroy just to get Jonathan Brown under the father-son rule. He has been spectacular, and gee, if he ends up playing in 3 flags in a row, he will make a statement as one of the great centre-half forwards of the competition, and you can vouch for that.
What a start he's had. Let's take a look at Sydney. They've only won 5 games on the road in the last 2 years. Paul Roos admitted earlier today that Jason Saddington will play on that man you spoke about, Jonathan Brown. Adam Goods, one thing I've highlighted there about him is as good as the Brisbane Lions are, they have no natural predator for him. So if Goodsy can turn one on, they are still in with a massive show here, even against the odds. Let's have a look at Heath James there as well. Only the 5 games since his debut.
5 games in 5 years. He's had 11 hamstring injuries. He snapped a patella tendon at an Auskick clinic, so that really brought his career, what he thought, to an end. But the son of a former Sydney Swan has emerged again, and only 5 games in 5 years for Heath James, but maybe this could be the big break he gets.
You know you're doing it tough when the under-11s are giving you injuries as well, but they reckon he really can play. His father, Max James, was a gun player and took some big grabs during the 70s. OK, we're all set for the first bounce after the break. It is the Brisbane Lions up against the Sydney Swans. This is AFL Sunday.
Brisbane going left to right. We're underway at the GABBA. And what a good bounce. It goes very high. Neither ruckman touched the footy. Voss a half opportunity. Picked up by Black. Hand passes down towards half forward. Saddington initially had the run of it. Ackermanis trapped it. Davis has it. Keating stole it. Gets a hand pass Goldwood down towards the pocket. Barry goes back close to the boundary line, running out of space. Interesting beginning. Ball up, down towards left half forward for the Lions. Reaching over the top, Micklejohn in the helmet. Going to ground, Black brilliantly done. Ashcroft under pressure, pulls it back inside the 50. Awkward bouncing footy. Brown should get a free kick, and he will. That's the job. Straight in front, 40 metres out. Stuttering approach, straight kick. Great start.
Keating and Micklejohn edged him under the contest. Pike does well. Sprints through the middle. The man who won the Lions best and fairest the year, Voss, won the Brownlow. Kicks toward half forward, and Brown has been paid the mark.
A bit lucky.
Gee, Hart was running into an open goal. One of the great father-son pickups of the game. Lines up from just outside 50. Drop punt is a spear off the boot. 2 goals to Brown, 2 goals to Lions. Been there with effect in the latter stages of this season. John knocked it down. No one can break free. Voss, slick handball with the wet ball. White over it. Voss goes back in. Pike picks it up like it's dry. Gives to Power. Chip kick towards the wing. Carosella knocks it on. Just trapped a little. Voss, that is superb. Johnson couldn't quite make something of it. Picked up by Jude Bolton. Wide ball, hoping for Goods, and he finds him from the outer wing. Goods, low trajectory drop punt. Well spotted Dermot. Williams normally kicks these. Wet ball, tough angle, drop punt.
these bounces. Confusing the ruckman, but not the first time in games at the Gabba this season. Very hard. Well, there you go, you see. Reverse carries. There's a chance for Voss. Voss hooks it down towards half forward, taken by Hart. A little too slick there for Black. Scott back to Hart. About 85 metres from goal. Long kick down towards full forward. Working at the back. Lynch dropped it. Brown emerges with it. Goes to Charman. Hooks it around and gets the goal. A little heated in there. James throws it up. Generally his best attribute is bouncing. Carosella hooks it around the corner. Oh, how about that? Brown. Well, he is hot. Jonathan Brown smoking at the moment.
Maybe that'll spark him up. Short pass inside 50 won't be allowed. The umpire was pushing Adam Goods around on the angle.
There was no, it wasn't during play, he had time on.
And now the short pass to the pocket of O'Loughlin, who can't get there. And nothing going right for the Sydney Swans. Their lowest first quarter score, 1 goal 5 against Port Adelaide in round 13. And
if you look at it,
back.
Yeah, he's good. I don't think he was ready yet either. If you look at it, Brisbane have got 15 men inside defensive 50 here, so Goodsy might as well just take a good long ping at it.
So why is he getting it back?
Best of 3.
Okay,
that's
from 50. That's a long launch of the ball. Adam Goods drives it home.
Best tagger in the business.
So he's gone from being Captain Kirk to one that just does cling on.
Inside the 50. Scott gets a hand pass away. Creswell got the arms free. Goods. Nicely played, Kennelly. Now here's a chance. Bolton 45 metres out, lines up. Has it got the carry? I think so. Bradshaw pleads his case. Not good enough.
Perhaps they might just get Kennelly to tap it on the boot and take on Alistair Lynch. There's not much else. He's just going short now.
Element of danger too. Hart was there. Shorville went to ground. Lappin gets a hand pass away somehow. Black got through. Wonderful balance. Kicks the goal.
Brisbane Lions 5th goal. And Mickeljohn and Keating to renew acquaintances. Mickeljohn knocks it down. Davis through traffic. Jude Bolton, but to Hart. Gave it up. Voss. Ashcroft. Keating. Good second effort after the effort in the ruck. High inside 50. Lynch almost. Just spoiled by Shorville at the last moment. Chance here for Ackermanis. Dives through. Carosella. Umpire's found a free. And it's against Ackermanis. Umpire's having a word to him.
Was he pushed to ground after he got rid of it?
He gets the kick.
The little left one across there.
Have a look at that.
He was taken high, wasn't he, with that left arm?
Yes, but one would say that he took Barry high just after that.
Certainly did.
It's unintentional by Leo Barry.
Yes, which is not what you could say for Ackermanis.
Short Hart must be invisible too, I think. He got that hand pass in the middle. I didn't see him again.
And Ackermanis makes it 2 goals within a minute for the Lions, and he lets Leo Barry know. Lions now committed to one side. Ackermanis peels off the opposite side. Michael chips it towards defensive 50, and is that out of bounds on the full? It is. They've turned it over, and Saddington, with the Sydney Swans gaining a bit of momentum again, about to send them inside 50, chips it toward the lead of Hall.
Oh.
Well, he hasn't got the marking yips.
No.
Can this be goal number 250, and more importantly, the Swans 4th?
He's actually, as you see on screen there, 4 kicks, 4 marks. So every kick he's had has been at the goals and all reasonably placed to bring up 2 flags. This is probably the furthest one.
Big kick this. Drop the putt, Bernard. And he puts it through. Goal number 250. And the Swans are back in town.
Goods tapped it down. A hot one. Matthews juggled it, controlled it. Now Kirk, left half back. Running away. Sends play high towards the wing. Lurking behind Bradshaw, missed it. Ashcroft leads in the race. Heads for the boundary line. Fosdyke picked it up nicely. Goes back to Kirk. Shrugs a tackle. O'Loughlin. Good running. Fosdyke pulls it back inside the 50. And Hall in again in the self-same position. He got the last goal. That's better, says the coach.
Mel Michael's obviously just reading it and saying, right, I'm going to sit off the back of Barry Hall. If it goes long to the square, I'm going to play him from behind, control the situation. So this is, it's happened that much now. It would almost have to be an instruction from Paul Roos. Hey, Mel Michael is falling off the back of Barry Hall. He will lead on every occasion you come forward. Look for him, use him up.
Going at his second goal. Steps to the 50. Strikes it beautifully. Suddenly, he's back in form. He's got two.
Derm, just on that shirt issue, if you got out and did it on a stage work, you would realise that in these humid, sticky conditions, they can crease up a bit. But the sun has come out, and it is quite sticky down here now.
Don't keep talking to try and cut me out, before the ball gets
there
balled
has
back
been
in.
plenty of rain up here in Brisbane, so a bit of moisture coming up out of the turf now.
Oh, dangerous precedents.
Keating out of the air while the boys get shirty and kicks the goal.
Shadows. At the present time, we've got sunshine on a cloudy day. So Smokey Robinson. Mark is taken by Lapham. Told to play on by the umpire. Hand pass to Brown, who on one knee gives it to Voss, running down towards right half forward, pulls it back towards the middle. Keating goes up. Spilt the mark. Is it paid? Yes, it is.
Hands are good, aren't they?
Very good. Could get the distance. Study and concentration, and that splits the middle. Important goal. Now this is a dangerous time. Just checking some of the stats before halftime. Brisbane to the bulk of their scoring in all quarters between 10 and 20 minutes.
We've had 3 times more the possessions here in the third quarter, 30-10 in favour of Brisbane.
Keating thumped it, but Davis got it. Saddington, Kirk. Into the bright sunshine. Barry loops the handball wide to Craig Bolton. They've gone from one back flank to the other. Barry Hall, a long way from home, gathers. Can he get around Brad Scott? What a great matchup that is. Got the handball out. Maxfield caught by Brad Scott. Ball back to Hall.
Good spot.
High inside 50 O'Loughlin. Has kicked 33 goals, 16 for the year after 30 goals, 11 last year. A very accurate kick of the football. And that tells the story. Straight over the goal umpire's hat.
Just shy of the wing. Kicks beyond it now. O'Loughlin did well, arriving a step late with Scott.
He was never going to do anything else.
Creswell down towards left half forward. Short to Hall. Impressive stuff. Hall wheels around. Told to play on. A centering kick. Sends it down about 20 metres out from goal. Ghosting across the front of the pack. There was Kirk. He was pushed in the back, surely. They'll get the free kick. That was clumsy. Got the last two, have they? I think they might have. Yes, they're celebrating. Goal.
Inside 50. The lead comes. Keating over the back. Voss. Mop-up specialist can't get a kick away. Good tackle by Barry, and Williams picks up. Swans out of trouble. In fact, they're on the rebound. Looping handball comes from Creswell to Kennelly. Has a bounce. Roberts-Thompson goes back again. Creswell just high kicks it inside 50. O'Loughlin! That's why he high kicked it.
With ease. Play on, son.
Over the top to O'Keefe, and he should put it out of the stadium. He does. And the Swans are well and truly in this one. Charman, slight slip, got a hand on the ball in the ruck contest. Ashcroft, handball a little too slick for most, but not for Davis. From half back, rolls it toward the outer side. Well played, Lewis Roberts-Thompson. O'Keefe. And now Maxfield, they're away, the Swans. They could take the lead, edging close to three-quarter time. They wheel him, O'Loughlin kicks it. Tough angle, tough kick. Screws it around with a banana. He loves it, Michael O'Loughlin puts the Swans in front.
They are such a dangerous rebound team, aren't they? If you just give them a little bit of run out of their back line, allow them to move the ball quickly, their rebounding abilities are second to none. That's the way they play. I mean, they are a good forward of the ball team.
once they get a break, and that's why blokes like Leo, Barry and Ty Kennelly are just vital for this team, because they can sprint, break up the opposition off the half-back line, find an avenue, and these blokes will take it.
3.5 minutes remaining. Well played by Charman, although he got it knocked from his grasp. Jude Bolton, Fosdyke, Maxfield. 50 from goal. Centering ball. Barry Hall! This to make it 3 goals and a 7-point lead to the Swans. The light drizzle has just stopped. Second spot on the ladder up for grabs for this game. Maxfield on the greasy turf, and then Goods! Awesome mark. Takes off. He is away and inspired. Barry Hall at half forward. Mal Michaels just come on, and Barry Hall beats him.
Hasn't seen him. It just took too long to run back then, Barry. He had players running down the other side of the ground.
Could he load up here, Durbin? Can he kick it?
Not from here. Not unless it hits the ground first with an open goal square. Oh, look at Crouch in space.
That was one of the beautiful marks of the year. Wide ball, and Ty Kennelly now has the opportunity. Yeah, Barry getting it put back into play. Oh, it's an elbow.
Yeah, but must have come back beyond the point of no return a bit.
1 minute remaining. Short pass to Creswell. Will he play on? He takes the option. Skips the 50. Drop punt. Heading goalward. It's through! Darren Creswell has given the Brisbane Lions something big to think about at the last break.
This is where Brisbane, Lee Matthews would have had to tell them at three-quarter time, press up on your man. They are using the shorts. You're sitting 5 metres off the back of them. They're kicking to them. Now they don't have the targets anymore because it looks like Brisbane are learning their lesson. Keating peels off.
Matthews long to Hall. Big launch. Couldn't bring the mark down. Voss crumbs to Lapham. So often they have generated some momentum for the Lions. Hart tries to generate some more, and Johnson takes a big one inside 50. Big goal kicker in junior football, Chris Johnson. A known defender, but he has driven this one home for the Lions.
Throw it in, Goods. Slaps it about 25 metres, worth a kick. Copeland used the body pretty well. Heard the voice of Lappin, somehow got it to him. Lappin towards the middle. Scott comes hard. Prescott wheels around. Voss is on the move. Bypasses him. Coming up and taking the mark. Johnson again. It could be a masterstroke. Sydney led by 11 at the last break. Johnson kicks from 40. It's working back nicely. It's got the carry. The reigning premiers are back on top. Goods got it down to Maxfield. Inside the 50, not quite, but in very good hands. O'Loughlin, about 52 metres out from goal. Hall offers, slips over. And O'Loughlin just hangs on to the footy. Imposing third term, Michael O'Loughlin goes for distance. Hall should bargain.
Control the situation.
Michael lost him completely.
And he's back to the footy, Mel Michael. See there? And that's when Barry Hall is in total control.
Good blocking by Schneider off the ball too. Didn't allow Copeland to come across and help out. Well. Another turn. Hall should kick his fourth. And the Swans are back in front.
356 games for Paul Roos. Most of them good. Ball knocked down towards Kennelly. Accidental deliberate fumble across the line, and they'll get another ball in.
Sydney Swans now with 15 men within 55 metres of the Lions' goal face.
Ackermanis back on. Crouch trailing him. Ball falls to Black. Chance here for the Lions. Slick handle and power. That would be the goal of the day. He's hit the post. And it's down to 1 point. If you're home watching this, put down all sharp objects. 2 minutes remaining. 1 point the margin.
What about the hand pass of Black? How good was that?
How good was he off the deck as well?
Unbelievable.
Let's have a look at Barney, what he thinks.
Riding at home, not good enough.
What a kick in this one. Oh, it's got to be a very safe short one.
Nothing can be safer. Maxfield now drives it outside the 50 towards the outer side. In front, Charman almost. Gould's back on the ground as you'd expect. Roberts-Thompson did nicely. Bosdock bounces around, kicks towards half forward. White got fingertips to it, falls to Matthews. Matthews kicks inside the 50 and Hall.
Oh, for the game.
Hall has taken the mark. 35 metres out directly in front. No easy mark, that one.
Well, he marked it 1:51 left on the clock. So let's see how far he can run this down. And is Lee Matthews, is he looking at his teams, the chance he has of a triple premiership here going out the door, because they need the double chance. It is so hard, finals football, to win 4 in a row.
And the margins so slender. The inside of the post at the other end for power. And now Hall going at goal number 5. Tight, but good. Again, White there, just fingertips to it. Didn't fall his way. And as a result, Barry Hall was uncertain early, but what a finish.
Can the Premiers get out of this?
Stewie Maxfield has signalled for 9 Swans players to be in the defensive side of the ground. Just going to hold it from here, the Swans. That's what they want.
Takeaway ultra important. Maxfield didn't take possession. Slapped it to Hall. Rides a bump. Rolls it inside 50. O'Loughlin can put some icing on it. Spins around and kicks across the face. Behind 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining, with McGrath down hurt, and the Lions need 2 scores.
Yeah, got a hold on play here. Ackermanis hasn't heard it.
Allroos 5 times best and fairest with Fitzroy. If you like a Brisbane legend, and there's another one. Hopefully Ashley McGrath's okay. He is conscious going off the ground.
Well done to Barry Hall. I mean, he sustained the big punishing bump as well.
So 70 seconds to go. The margin is 8 points.
Let's have a look at it. They've got to guard the corridor here, the Swans. Ackers will want to tap it on his foot, play on, buy himself a few metres, and then go long down the centre.
It's a tall order. Ackermanis breaks. Kicks long towards the wing. Goods could thwart them. It's knocked on by Charmer. Behind is Williams. Goes with the outside of the boot. Under a minute now, and the ball goes out of bounds. Clock stops at 56.
Well, that was the modus operandi, wasn't it? Long, the tap on the foot, long down somewhere around the centre square. The knock on, but the Sydney Swans were awake up to it straight away.
Plenty of players around the football, as you'd expect now. Boundary throw it on the outer side. Charman and Hall. And Hall may get a free kick here. He was the man in front. Now it's going the other way. Off the ball, is it? Voss being blocked unfairly, or is it Ackermanis? Is that 50? Ackermanis has got the ball. Short to Hart. Clock restarts. Hart wants to go around the corner to White. They need a quick goal. They need to stop the clock with that goal. Get it back to the middle. The Swans have got other ideas. Almost a mark to Kirk. Down goes Matthews. Claimed by Black over the top. Kirk. Brown tries to bullock his way through. Nothing doing. It's spilled out to Power. And this is where it gets strange sometimes. But the clock is stopped. Now it's started again.
Bounce. They need the takeaway from this. The boundary line might do.
They've got it.
Clock stops again. And it would take a miracle from here.
How brave have the Swans been?
Terrific.
Ball back into play. They might go down as the only team to have beaten Brisbane twice this year, and they might even meet them in the finals yet, the Swans. And they might even meet them at home. More time ticks by. You will see a massive jubilation on the faces of the Sydney Swans players. They are still a chance for second spot, and a double chance, the all-important double chance a big chance to be theirs, and they might put some icing on it. Handball slip to Williams. He can finish it off in style.
The exclamation point.
It's all over. And in game number 250, Paul Williams celebrates with a goal that closes it.
How about that? As we said during the game, so many people said their fortunes had slumped with the loss of Jason Ball. Well, certainly it didn't help. They were gone a few times today, but that look says it all. We're back in it. We're right back in the hunt. He wasn't thinking just about the 4 points. Maybe, just maybe, he was thinking about grand final day. This team has stamped itself as a fine one this afternoon. Across goes Voss, and they shared a smile during the heat of battle this afternoon, and one after it as we go down to Anthony Miffin.
Thanks, Dennis. And Barry Hall, 5 goals. You've beaten Brisbane twice. What an effort to come up here and perform like that.
Oh, it's a great effort. We had our backs to the wall, I suppose. You know, we lost the last 2, and to come up here and win like that, it's a great boost going into the finals.
You copped a bit too. There's a bit of a shiner on the beak there. You copped one early. It was a pretty physical encounter. Talk us through that little scrimmage down there.
Oh, I mean, modelling contract's gone out the window now, so no, it's just not that with footy, you know.
What about Willow too? The exclamation mark as Dermot called it on that game. What a beauty.
Oh, it's great. And like we spoke about it before the game. We wanted to win for Willow, and Hope Jones had to come back from chronic hamstring injuries, so to do it in that style is great.
You toughed it out too. You made it a tough encounter. You didn't give them a free run at it at any stage.
We're a bit disappointed in the first quarter, so we come out in the second and rolled on from there to hardness, and we ended up getting our hands on the ball more than what we expected.
The Sydney siders have come up too. There's a bit of support here.
Yeah, it's great to see. We've had every bit of support we can get.
Top 4 position, here you come. Well